Okay, so I thought I'd just make a very quick video just to show you guys where we get most of our information from. And most of the information we get comes from the Hong Kong Observatory. There are some other sources that we use to obviously contrast and compare, but yeah, Hong Kong Observatory is the sort of go-to website for weather information in Hong Kong. As you can see on the front page, the current warning is a T3, and there's a sort of the front page news obviously is Hamer, or severe typhoon Hamer, as it's more correctly called at the moment. And we can see the track. So we can see these circles here. This is the 800-kilometer line, which just touches the north of the Philippines here, and you can see where Hamer earlier went overland over the top of Luzon there, and now we're within this line, which is the 400-kilometer line. So yeah, well and truly in the zone here. And down here you'll have the all the latest information, the tropical cyclone warning bulletin, and you can see here it says updated at 1:45. Generally speaking, the H.K.O updates its bulletins at 45 minutes past the hour. So a pro tip is if that update is a bit late, then you know something new is going to be in it. So you know, if you're looking at 55 past the hour and they still haven't updated, you know there's going to be a new signal or something's going to happen usually. So let's have a quick look. Latest tropical cyclone bulletin number 3 is in force. This means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. So they're just defining the what the strong wind signal number 3 means. At 2 a.m, severe typhoon Hamer was estimated to be about 330 kilometers southeast of Hong Kong, near 20.3 degrees north, 116.5 degrees east. So this is what I was talking about, this 20.3 degrees north. I think it was 19.6 degrees north at 5 o'clock this afternoon. So there's not really a lot of poleward movement there. And you can see here, looking at the track, just with your eyes, that it's been tracking more. I mean, they're expecting it to move poleward pretty quickly, and you can see the landfall here would be to the east of Hong Kong, and that's as I've explained in videos previously, a very important point for us in Hong Kong. Landfall on the west side being a more substantial threat to us than on the east because of the sheltering, and that sheltering is due to terrain. Lots of mountains and that sort of thing. So Hamer is rather intact and continues to move closer to Hong Kong, posing substantial threat to the territory. Again, after a while, you get used to the language that they use, because generally speaking, they're quite conservative. So we would consider this wording to be quite aggressive, really. So posing a substantial threat to the territory. The observatory will consider issuing number 8 gale or storm signal this morning. Okay, so that we would consider that to be quite an aggressive forecast from them. At present, local winds are mainly from the north, owing to terrain effect. Winds have not been strengthened significantly. However, the outer rain bands of Hamer begin to affect Hong Kong, and actually they're pretty much here. And I'll show you how we can see that. There's really a lot of tools at your disposal, and I think a lot of people aren't that aware of them. So I'm going to head straight down to this section here. So if I go back to home and show you how it works. Right, these 3 little lines here, you open those up. Head down to tropical cyclones. Here we have the tropical cyclone track and position, right? So I'd already put the satellite image on, but I'll show you how it normally looks when you first open it. If there's more than one tropical cyclone in the region, you have to select the one you want. So obviously Sarika is long gone. we're interested in Hamer, and you know, you can zoom out, zoom in, and that sort of thing. And you can see here that it's still a severe typhoon, and they're expecting it to be a severe typhoon when it makes landfall. So 155 kilometers an hour. Winds at the center, and yeah, and you can see here, yeah, you can see here that it's not making much movement poleward or north, obviously. Yeah, so where it becomes interesting is you know, you have a look at the satellite image, and then you can see Hamer, you know. So I mean, when you look at this, you think, I think, well, how big is it? And you really need the satellite image that tells you, really. So you can see it's a massive storm, actually. I mean, Hainan Island is under the rain bands. I guess the northern Philippines are still getting some weather. Southern Taiwan is still getting some weather, and obviously a lot of Guangdong, which is the province that Hong Kong is in China, is obviously experiencing a lot of weather as well. So that's the satellite image. I'm going to take away that potential track area so you can see this is Hong Kong. Then we're going to have a look at the radar, and the radar will tell us something about the rain bands. Okay. So here we're looking at this, what is it, the northwestern quadrant of Hamer. So here's the eye, so this is the center of Hamer, and then up here is the northwestern quadrant. And as you can see, I mean, I guess parts of Hong Kong are already getting quite a lot of rain, but you can see we're about to start getting the heavy rain over the territory. So we should get this first wave, and then we'll get a break. So you can imagine it will be turning this way, okay? So this wave will go over us, and then we will get this little reprieve here, and then it's going to start being a lot heavier. You can see this heavier rain, okay? The lighter colours indicate heavier rain, yeah? That's how it works, basically. So yeah, using the radar. So if you ever hear people who are watching storms talking about this kind of thing, and they seem to magically know that it's about to rain, this is how you know. You just look at the radar, and these tools are all readily available on the website. Very, very useful. Another one I find useful sometimes is the computer forecast. This should be a the computer modeling that sort of cuts out any sort of human emotion, really. And so this is where the computer saw Hamer at 2 o'clock. So we'll move forward, yeah, 12 hours, yeah. And you can see here, these are what, force 5, force 6 winds here, and they're just about here. So we're really only looking at the next couple of hours till we should start seeing some strong winds. Yeah, so that's the H.K.O website. If you've got any questions about the H.K.O website, I'll put a link in the video description to the website. Go and have a look around. It's great, and yeah, it's great for everyday use as well, not just for typhoons. And yeah, great website. Have a look at it, enjoy it. If you've got any questions about it, put them in the comments, and or if you know of any other interesting sites that you like to use, yeah, put those in the comments as well. I'm always interested to look at new sites, and I guess anyone else who's looking at these videos might as well. So great, and yeah, I think probably in about 45 minutes I'm going to get out and do another video. I think I can hear the rain starting now. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay, bye.